Welcome back to Feed the Beast, where we share the secrets of commercial cooking and hopefully inspire you to try some of these dishes at home. Today, what we're going to focus on is some clean eating. Chef-prepared meals. It's the biggest buzz out there right now, and it's really encouraging people to do some better, cleaner eating at home. CTX plays a big role in that because we focus on high volume production, going vertical in our conveyor systems. Using that high kind of intensity heat, we can recreate and build a branding for someone to create that customer growth that they're looking for. When you typically look at a clean eating type meal or a meal kit, right? It's gonna have what three major elements? Your protein, your starch, and your veg. From there, it can be kind of boring. So what we're gonna do today is kind of be able to give things a little bit of a zing, add some flavors that can be substitutions for the salts and fats that we're used to. It's such a menu trend to go clean eating, but we also wanna make it exciting. So let's look at the table. We're gonna start with our proteins. Over here, we have some really nice tenderloin kebabs. There's a little bit of olive oil in there to give it some texture, but this is a salt-free option. We rubbed it with some fennel and some pink peppercorn. Gonna add a lot of flavor, and you're still gonna get that fatty bite from the steak itself. Our next protein is gonna be simple. We're just talking chicken. It needs to be non-intimidating, and it needs to be good every time. Chicken is one of the most highly ordered proteins, and therefore it needs to be on point every time. And lastly, this is where we wanna try and be creative. We have a mix of really nice seafood and shellfish here, some salmon, some cod, some shrimp with the shells on, and we're adding that flavor instead of the salt and the sodium, the broth and everything else. We're gonna use some white wine, garlic, fresh chilies, and a little bit of lemon juice to add a huge pop while we bake it and maintain all that great protein flavor. Getting to the sides, can't go without them, but some really nicely roasted kale is an awesome substitution for that salty crunch that you're usually looking for on the side of a dish, as well as a spinach. Adding a little bit of Parmesan and a little bit of Italian dressing can really make that dish stand out as opposed to the ugly, old, boring, moppy spinach that we're all used to, right? From there, let's take a look at doing something that can be eaten really at any time of the day. Frittatas are a great option. They're very simple to prepare. Here we're using nothing but some really nice organic cage-free eggs with some fresh asparagus. And for carbs to top it out, love a good fried rice. So what we're doing here to simplify that whole process is cook some rice ahead of time with a little bit of saffron to add some flavor. We chilled it down, we tossed it with some ginger and oil, and now we're just gonna let it ride through, giving a little bit of texture, a lot of umami, and a perfect accompaniment to some of the proteins that you're gonna see today. Are you ready to feed the beast? Let's go. When we talk production, we have to touch on our IoT connectivity. Our ability to connect with our new controls to our Open Kitchen network gives you live asset tracking to what you spend the most on in the kitchen. Especially in terms of production, when you're talking about multiple units with possible multiple sites, you're able to keep an eye on that unit, its operation, and zap new menu items to stay on top of new trends. On top of that, did I tell you it self-cleans? Using a self-clean button every day is a must-do, and it maintains the integrity and longevity of this machine. And there you have it. Prepackaged, chef-prepared meals, no skill, no training needed, perfect every time through the CTX. For more information or more videos, visit us at middlebymarshall.com/feedthebeast. And I will see you guys next time.